Good morning. Hi, this is Warren Crab. I'm here to talk to you today about how to be a sales professional. Now, a lot of us are in the sales world, especially the telemarketing scene. There's a lot of money to be made if you apply certain rules. Now, no matter how much you're making now, I'm guaranteeing you that if you follow these simple steps, you can see your income double or triple immediately. I like to speak to you about a system that I like to call the AIM system, which is to acknowledge, to indicate, and to isolate. Acknowledge, isolate, and move in for the close. See, a lot of people believe that the day begins the time you put on your headphone set, or the time that you see your first client, or the time that you sit down at your seat. But the truth is, the day begins before you even sit in that seat. Some people go to work, and some people work to go. Which are you? Are you a person that works to go? Can't wait till the day is over. Sing Thank God It's Friday every Friday. Dread going to work after the weekend. Hate your job. Can't get forward. Well, there's an old saying that says you have not because you ask not. If you want better, ask yourself, how can I do better? Well, here's one suggestion. You can walk in the door of the office saying, "This is the day I've been waiting on for all my life. This is going to be the best day ever." Or you can walk, "Oh, goodness gracious me. Oh, I had to do this again. Oh, woe is me." The choice is yours. Now, when you sit down at your desk, you make sure that you are prepared to face the day. That means you have all of your enrollment forms, all of your information. You have your pen, your pad. You make sure that when you go on your computer, that you set notes for everything that you do. Every time you speak to someone, you go ahead and set up your Chase data, and you go ahead and set up your RX Helper, your enrollment form. These are the things, the tools that are going to provide you with funds, to provide yourself with funds to take care of your responsibilities. So let's not go half-hearted unless you want half-hearted money. Now, when you sit at your seat and you speak to your first customer, you're enthusiastic to speak to this customer because this customer can not only be a yes, they can also be a no. And every no brings you closer to that yes. Get that no out the way and move on to the yes. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Next. When you do have a client on the phone, the first thing you want to do is to acknowledge what that client's needs are. And you do this by simply listening. Okay? If you listen thoroughly and understand what they're saying to you, because they'll always tell you what you need to know. Okay? Most people have a problem with rebuttals. Okay? The rebuttal is the spur of a moment answer to an objection. The objections are what you need to bring forth so that you can overcome them to end up with the sale. Now, when you hear an objection, repeat it to them. Oh, you have very little funds. Other than having very little funds, is there anything else that will prevent you from purchasing this policy today? Oh, your husband is not at home. Oh, your wife is not there. And you don't want to purchase without your wife. Now, what you do here, it's called empathy. You switch places. I completely understand. Happy wife, happy life. Okay? Now, besides your wife not being there right now, is there anything else that would stop you from prevent you from purchasing this plan today? So you know what rebuttals to use when the spouse is not evident. Okay? Now, this is what you call a tie down. In other words, once you get all the objections out of the way, then you move in for the close. But you move in for the close by isolating the objections to see if there are any hidden objections. That's why you always ask, and other than that, is there anything else that's stopping you from purchasing this policy today? Because we can work around any instance if you are a salesman. If a person is on the phone with you that long, they're riding with you. Okay? There's no reason for them to be on the phone with you unless they're interested. So you isolate the problem, you overcome the problem, and you move on to the sale. All right? And this is called, once you tie down the problem, you get over the problem, you then isolated it, you move to the close. This is how it's done. Now, again, if you're afraid to ask for money, if money bothers you, oh my God, I have to ask for the credit card. What am I going to do? Really? You're in the wrong business, buddy. In this business, this is what we do. We receive funds for a product. Now, if you're afraid to ask for money, then maybe you need to be, they hiring at Walmart. I promise you. Burger King paying good. You get $12, $13, $14, $15 an hour Burger King. But if you're planning to be a success in life, in this particular industry, then you have to have the mindset of a winner. Okay? Write this down. I welcome loss. I welcome favor. I welcome failure. I welcome success. Now, why would I say I welcome failure? For some people like me, I'm gonna use the I statement. Okay? I get more out of failure than I do success. But failure is the thing that motivates you to success. If you're not failing, you're not trying. Okay? If you're not failing, you are not trying. You have to try in order to fail. That means you have to branch out. You have to do things differently than what you do in the safe zone. I get up. I go to work. I come home. I eat. I lay down. I get up. I go to work. I come home. I eat. I lay down. Really, robot? People who are salesmen and sales ladies, they're different than the rest of society. We are the ones that produce dreams and hopes of comfort, of security to the public. We are the ones they depend on to be professional when they're providing their funds. We are the ones that are responsible for them once we come into their life. So, if a person has diabetes and they're taking insulin, Give them the program that's going to provide that insulin at the lowest cost. Add that into the plan. And then at the end, when you're presenting the particulars of the plan, to make sure they understand before you send them to verification, you let them know that you know your insulin is $700 a piece. Okay, that's $1,400 a month. We were able to provide you with the program that you'll get your insulin, both of them, for $49.95 a month. Of course, there is a $29.95 enrollment fee for this program. But once you pay the enrollment fee and you go, I'm going to submit your application for you right now with you. And once you